Hi, I'm Billy from Trevelo Bikes, here today with the MiRider One Folding e-bike. MiRider are a British company. You might not have heard of them. I hadn't before we kind of started working with them, but they come up with this innovative design for a folding e-bike. So first of all, how does it ride? Well, as you can tell, I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'3", so folding bike's not always that great an experience, but the MiRider actually has got a few things that make it pretty good. Start with, it's got 16-inch wheels, pretty common, but they're riding 1.75-inch wheels, tyres, sorry, they're pretty good, so you get pretty solid feel. Second thing that's relatively unique is this piece here. It's a small suspension unit. Now, when I first rode it, pretty stiff. As I rode it a bit more, it got a little bit softer. It's not a massive amount of suspension in it, but it's enough just to take off the edge on potholes and stuff like that, which makes you feel a lot more stable when you're riding. In terms of sizing, I said I'm reasonably tall, but didn't have any problems or feeling uncomfortable on the bike. Felt pretty comfortable on it. Good level of height adjustment with saddle. Sort of dual aspect to kind of get you folded down nice and small. Likewise with handlebars, good level of adjustment. Lots of different height range there to help depending on your height. Folding mechanism, pretty familiar sort of pattern. Got a lock in the middle, fold in half, and lock here to fold the handlebars down. It's about a minute to fold it up, unfold it, click it open. It's got a double mechanism for safety, folds round, clips at the back. That's one. Second one is on the front, handlebars, full mechanism, pull it down, handlebars, fold. Really strong, really good, no worries about it coming undone. This is a folding e-bike, so it's not as light as a kind of standard folding bike. It weighs 17 kilos, so it's not the lightest. You can carry it around, it's not a big problem when you're kind of using it, getting on public transport, but I wouldn't want to carry it around for long periods. The other thing I found when transporting it was it's got a magnet here on the back, which is good as it folds together. I didn't find it strong enough to hold it together as I'm walking around. It comes with a strap as well that you can put on. I found I needed that to make sure I could carry it around without it kind of unfolding. The MiRider official range on the bike is 45 miles. As you read it, that is on using level 1 as assistance. It's got 5 assistance levels. I found I was using it more like in level 3 when I was getting around the city. Another thing that it's got that is actually really good is it has this kind of boost function on the right hand side that allows you to add extra power between 0 and 4 miles an hour, or when you're riding, when you're pedaling, but it can do unassisted power. That is taking the battery further though, so I found about 25 miles of range it was good for, and that was okay, so I could use it on the commute there and back without having to recharge, no problem. MiRider one's priced at around 1,500. It was £1,595. Only available in the UK at the moment, which is a pretty good price. It's less than half the equivalent Brompton. Um, Design-wise, though, I've got to be honest, I really love it. It's kind of a bit Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, but I personally, I really like it. I like something a bit different, a bit distinctive. Gets a lot of attention. People ask you about it, so there's a lot to be said there. I'd say for the money, it's well worth it if you're looking for some kind of folding e-bike, but you maybe want to stand out a bit from going with the conventional Brompton. One of my favourite bits of the MiRider One is this. It's a tiny little stand. 4-inch stand, flicks down, holds the bike really well. Surprisingly, really useful when you're kind of using the bike, getting around and kind of just using it on a day-to-day basis. Having a small stand like that, you don't notice it when it's folded up. Makes no difference when you're riding, but when you're around, it really is great. It's such a good design, really clever.